Okay, let's do this one.
We back. I believe we're talking about the journalist. Who's this about? Who's this
Before
about?
this video stuff.
Who f***ed around and found out Sensitive Society? By the way, one of the best YouTube channels on Twitch.
Arts, I just want to let everyone know that I am risking my life out here, okay?
Oh, we're talking about the game journalist. Oh, yeah. Okay, Anissa, right? Okay, let's hear about it. Oh, I know lots about this bitch.
I'm putting my life on the line because I am messing with the Akut.
Yeah, this is not iDubbbz's girlfriend. Yeah, this is a whole different monster, bro. Holy shit, what the f*** am I looking at?
Kotaku journalist, a former Kotaku journalist.
Bro looks like the Sith IRL. Like, are you telling me this doesn't get controlled by the dark side? Like, you better be lucky you're looking at this bitch through a monitor. Otherwise, you can force choke your ass. Like, I'm telling you, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, that is the same human, bro. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I mean, this is what happened to Asmongold and many others who've been critical of her.
Hey, I have a problem with that. Come fight me physically. Bitch.
What the hell is
Wait,
that?
that's her? No. I would like to say I would love to fight any woman. If you'd like, I would love to fight a woman. I will do it. Out of brain, and it's very scary for me. But I will step up to the plate. I would love to. I would love the box. Would be great.
Did you get up on that yet?
No, they're all pussies.
You might be asking yourself, yo, who is this? That insane person goes by Elisa Mercante, and like I said before, she used to write for the very fun-off page that goes by.
Stop looking at. I believe the quality. I believe that women and men can fight just as well as each other. So why wouldn't I be allowed to fight a woman? Why wouldn't I? I think it'd be great content. Why not? I'll invite you at the same time. Love it.
Kotaku, which is a gaming website where you can get all your top 10 funny and dank moments of 2017. But she recently got fired because, well, she's fucking insane. And yes, she's a Sean Piker fanboy. Surprising.
Oh, wow.
No one.
Worse than death. You gotta be so fucking dumb to support a guy who went to a fucking brothel with children at it. With
That's fucked
at least
up.
one child confirmed. The guy's admitted he's gone to a bitty party. Son, that's okay, Gravy. That's all right. Some people have autism, and that's okay.
Because okay, this is journalist. She also made this amazing article. Dear video game industry, please name a woman. That's tough articles this individual writes, but the biggest article she ever wrote, and this is what essentially destroyed her career, was this article about Sweet Baby Inc. This is a super long and complicated
Sweet Baby Inc. What a disaster.
situation that will legitimately take me 15 to 20 minutes to explain.
What a disaster.
I just made a quick summary of it. Because they Steam used it, and then someone who worked at or someone affiliated with them tried to get that Steam user banned and to remove the whole Sweet Baby Inc. So the video game has more diversity. I'm surprised this as much.
Yeah, so Sweet Baby Inc. was essentially like forced diversity in video games, very progressive, very woke. Where they decided, you know what? What if we make games gay as fuck? It's doing the market, obviously, and everybody has the right to not like the content that they're consuming. That's our right as citizens of this earth.
Much as possibly can, just so you guys get the context. And fast forwarding about a year later, she's beefing with Asmongold, pretty much wants to destroy this guy's life.
By the way, do you remember that girl that worked at Kotaku and then she wrote a big article?
Yep.
The Brutus article?
Here at Asmongold Clips
Asmongold.
Entertainment, not forget, March 25th, Alyssa begins the encounter, asking for dirt on Asmongold and an alleged piece documenting his shift. And then Alyssa begins a barrage of tweets about my client lackluster appearance, and she starts crying nothing to do with the Sweet Baby situation. And then she crossed the line when she started liking and retweeting tweets going,
Oh, God, I wish I had an editor that could do this shit, bro.
Do what? I am out here editing 33 hours. I mean 24 hours a day, barely sleeping. You forgot to bring me food yesterday. What? I am editing. Just go back to the video ball. Go back.
Asmongold, a racist and a transphobe in an attempt to have him lose his Capcom sponsor for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Alyssa Mercante got fired from Kotaku. Yeah, I think it's probably for her and also for Kotaku.
I've been extremely vocal about this over the years. I am not a fan of people being like, don't like you, You're kind of controversial. I'm sure your sponsorship gets taken away. Essentially, the background of this girl was this dumbass article that got her a lot of hate. And going after Asmongold, which is an interesting tactic. And then we fast forward even more. She did get fired. So fucked up that I lost a job. And then struggling to get a new one because of a year plus harassment campaign. Let it be known that she low-key started all of this. She's not some innocent victim. She legitimately started this, and then she's surprised it backfired.
Yeah, when you fuck up, you find out.
And found out, and she has absolutely no one but herself. Everything that's going on in your life is of you. Your downfall is your fault. And you are responsible for your own downfall. Okay, stop blaming Asmongold. Stop blaming man.
Title of the video: She went after Asmongold and ruined her own life. Oh man, it's so great, and I will be there to aid in the journey.
And I was doing my job well for all of this. The cruelest people got what they wanted, and most people in just let it. Once again, playing the victim, even though you pretty much started this, you legitimately had the easiest job in the whole entire planet.
Yeah, I feel like if the journalist isn't,
Yeah, all you gotta do is write some words down, and usually you only gotta do like 10 or 12 paragraphs. That's it. Like, if you get that type of job and you get paid as good as journalists get paid, don't fuck up.
their job, which is telling what a game is like and the pros and cons, and instead are journaling on these events into force agendas and force narratives that don't even there. I think they should lose their job, wouldn't they?
Which is right about gaming. And then you want to do five the best fits at the Game Awards 2022. I'm pretty sure this article in Triple Cardboard. She really had no one to blame but herself for her career.
Ain't no way he just said Triple Cardboard. Oh, bro.
Here to die and crash and burn at 4K 60 frames per second. Walking to a restaurant chip and feeling 25 again. You got the easiest, one of the easiest jobs in the whole entire world. That's me, dumbass articles. Now you might be asking yourself, yo, Oscar, we got this drama for a month ago. Why are you talking about this in mid 2024?
It's 2025.
And made this video called "Hating Me Gets Them Views." Here's my story. Now, this girl,
There's a difference between hating and just to hate versus saying the actions that you yourself have done. Right? There's a big difference. Hating is what Hassan is horrible to.
Yes. All the time.
Facts is things what like sense of society and has been told that, right? And just because those facts don't make you particularly look good, doesn't mean that they're hating. It's just giving you an accurate representation of what the timeline was. Very different. It's not equal hate.
is insane. She's unhinged. I feared for my life making this video. So there's a high possibility that she might see this video and I want to take it down. If you take down my video, I will sue you. Okay. I will sue you if you're literally homeless. I will make sure you're more homeless than you are already. I will make sure you pay me those Kotaku royalties, which I'm sure you get about 50 cents per month. And if you're pretty risking my time, essentially, for this, make sure you do Advanced GG and use my code to set 30 at checkout to get yourself a good-ass, delicious powder energy drink, any flavor, any shaker cup, whatever you want. 30 per
About that.
My name is Alyssa Mercante. I'm a freelance entertainment internet culture journalist based in Brooklyn, New York. In March 2024, I wrote a story that would forever change my life.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
expect it to. It's just a report dispelling a conspiracy theory that had gained traction in the dank cave of the internet. The same spaces where people convince themselves that furniture sites are trafficking children, or that there's a ring of Satan shipping Campbell to Washington, D.C. The story laid out the core tenets of this particular conspiracy theory, that a single video game consultancy firm known as Sweet Baby Inc., led by a Black Canadian woman, was forcibly injecting diversity in some of the video game industry's biggest titles.
Yeah. Because it was. And everybody knew it was. There's no conspiracy.
Yeah,
That's what they did.
The
1,000
report stated that
fucking %. They did that to games, movies, TV shows, like fucking everything. Like everything. And it pissed everybody off. Well, everybody except the bottom feeders.
consultant working at the time with Sweet Baby Inc. discovered a 100-person strong curation
Something's not a conspiracy if it was demonstrably true.
page on the video game marketplace site Steam, dedicated to tracking any games that the firm had worked on. The curation page also had an affiliated Discord group. The Discord chat was filled
Yeah, why do you think it had so many downloads if it was a conspiracy? Why do you think so many people were using it if they weren't doing that shit? I wonder.
with racist jokes, misogynistic memes, and homophobic hate.
Welcome to the internet in 2025. Oh man, don't use all chat in League of Legends.
Base?
That sounds like my place to be at. Now, she completely leaves out the part where some people over at Baby Ink went after the guy and wanted to take down his page. To know that Baby Ink was involved in any way, shape, or form, which is like, if you have nothing to hide, why would you want to take that down and fuck with that guy? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. And this conspiracy theory isn't true. Why would you want to take him down? I hate these fucking people because they're always playing the fucking victim.
Of
and
course.
pretending like they didn't do anything wrong.
And the reason why I hate when people play the victim is it makes it a lot harder for victims to actually speak out and be taken
Oh,
seriously.
so fucking true.
It's probably one of
It's so true. Like, there's so many people that play fucking victim, and then when there actually is a victim, nobody listens because of this dumbass over here that was playing victim. It's just fucking stupid.
the worst things. Because now, whenever you are a victim, everybody says that you're playing the victim. And it's very difficult to traverse in big 2025 when you've actually been wrong. And because there's so many fucking fake victims out there that the real victims can't get any justice. It's pathetic.
To deserve the harassment. And if you don't know better, you would be like, man, poor girl, I feel so bad for her. I kind of want to give her a hug. If we look at the 2,000
Oh,
comments,
no, I ain't going near that bit of the 20-foot pole. Absolutely not.
the top one says, remember when you asked girls to fight you and they ignore everyone who offered it? And you ask for a fight, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This video has a lot of misinformation. Information is selected and edited to make it look like she's the victim. She's not innocent in all this. Do you like how you skipped over the harassment campaign you and other people started against the Steam creator group? You act like a victim.
Yeah, but that wouldn't suit her narrative, so why would she talk about it?
But you are the true bully.
That's the
You
difference.
sought to cancel people, and karma came back full force.
Yeah.
Now that you know all this context, you get to right through her BS, right through her lies.
These are the kinds
Good.
of messages I
Fuck
received
'em.
immediately after publishing that piece. Hang yourself, traitor. Email sent to my work. Hi.
Welcome to the internet. Oh my God! Somebody told.
Fuck, the internet will fucking tear you up. If you're worried about what the internet's gonna say to you, don't go on there. Don't make videos. Don't make articles. Don't do anything on the internet if you're afraid of a comment, because it will come for you.
Told them to kill themselves. Oh my God! Oh, this is rapist allegations. Yeah,
Wow, that's
rapist.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
uh-huh.
Let's
You-
skip that shit.
Once I've vindicated, I will make sure that all content creators are treated equally and none of this bullshit happens ever again. Unfortunately, we are not in that timeline yet. But yeah, just go ahead and get over it. It's that easy.
You are a participant in degenerate culture and a staple point of that. All I'm saying is don't go planning that 40th birthday. You won't make it to that point. Ugly Jew begging for free shit. What a surprise. See?
Holy shit, woman.
And she is really stepped into the lion's den, huh? Ah, well.
Editor at Kotaku, spitting on you people isn't enough at this point. Your father raised a disgusting woman and he should be ashamed of himself. Alyssa Mercante is next. Dumb this bitch, you're messing with the wrong people. You're next in line to be digitally hanged. You're next, traitor. We make you famous. We will continue. You fucked with the...
Okay, let's get past
Right? I
whatever the
have
fuck this shit is.
540,000 subscribers. I'm not that big of a deal, but I still get some hate.
I think you're a big deal, man. Sense of society, I think you're a big deal. I think you're a good ass dude. I think you make great content. Don't sell yourself short, brother.
A few days ago, someone on my Instagram told me to kill myself, and I cried. I'll try to find it, but they were spamming my Instagram page, and they were just like telling me to kill my.
I had a friend who
Damn it, my nose keeps itching.
got
It's
called a
annoying.
bad content creator, and they were upset about it for 20 minutes. And I said, it's just really not that big of a deal. And they said, you don't get it. And then they sat there and they said, oh, wait, you totally get it. You're right. I think I'm being a baby. I was like, brother, you think I don't get hate messages? Brother, people hate me so much, they going after my family. Hopefully I'm allowed to hang out with my brother. I will warn you guys, my brother has killed people. He has. And, he was in the military. Hopefully I'm allowed to hang out with him. We'll see.
Myself and stuff like that, and it's like it comes with the territory for better or for worse. And if you can take it, don't fucking be a social media influencer.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't want to be on social media, just don't fucking be on there, because you're going to get hate, Mo. You're going to get hate. It's just part of the game.
Content creator or whatever the fuck, because everyone gets that.
That means
Why
I
should
kill
you
people
pretend
too,
like you're the
guys.
First person to ever receive hate online. Like, there's people, like, I know that there's people on Twitter and Reddit and YouTube that don't like me, and that's completely fine.
What's your brother's KDA? Oh, bro, it's so
cry or your feelings are seriously hurt over someone telling you to KYS yourself, you're a fucking baby.
I was
True.
getting hundreds of messages across Twitter, Instagram,
Big
my
true.
work email, my private email, and elsewhere. Not one to have my integrity questioned or my name smeared, or to just lay down and take it. I pushed back against these detractors. At the same time, a whole host of YouTube videos began.
Oh, this woman is annoying. I bet my fucking internet is not. Oh, it's working. I'm shocked. This phone's been being really stupid here lately, but that video was almost uploaded and then it went back to 2%. That's fucked up.
Cropping up that
How
were about
noble.
me, my life, my work, and anything else I had ever done online. They were full of harassing statements, libelous statements, defamation, misogyny,
Welcome to the world of the internet.
homophobia, and everything else you'd expect
Welcome
from a
to
group of
it.
people who use rage bait to make money on YouTube.
If you did nothing wrong and stinky gamers were just after you for no reason, I would be like, damn, I do feel bad for you. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your good news? That's cool. I'm glad you got good news. Okay. You were talking about getting pregnant, and she's pregnant. Okay. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Hopefully you're a great dad. You seem like a pretty cool guy, so I think you'll be a good dad. You won't get any sleep for about 6 months, but once you get past that, it's pretty good after that. But that first 6 months, good luck in getting any. Sleep, not the baby. Shit, my bad. Sorry. I guess I bumped it. Have a good one. No! Stay over there! No! Go! Go! Okay, I got one more thing. I don't freaking care. I pressed back already. What are we waiting for? Christmas? About damn time. Holy shit, I thought Christmas was coming.
with their extreme branch of politics, which essentially means being an open terrorist supporter. And he also points out that how it doesn't really matter if it's a real gun or not. That was like a hot debate in the topic, but it doesn't.
So many people say because it's a fake gun that he can't get in trouble for it. No, it looks real. And he brought it out to let people think it was real. You can't do that shit. Not on Twitch, anyway. It's against the rules.
Because the person on the other side doesn't know that. For example, if somebody walked into your house with a fake gun and you didn't know that, you didn't realize, and you shot them in self-defense because you thought your life was in danger, they obviously don't get off scot-free just because it was a fake gun. There's no way that you could have known, and he might have actually thought that it was a real threat. Then he talks about how Hassan's response to the hate comment is absolutely not proportional, which is something I mentioned as well. Like, you can't be waving around a gun for anybody that says type some bullshit in your comment section.
But the response that Hassan gives here is not proportional nor appropriate to these comments. Let's play this. So let's be clear. He's gone and retrieved what appears to be a pistol. Now, many people have pointed out it could be airsoft or it is airsoft or whatever else.
Even if it is, it looks real. So you can't do it.
But the key here, and this is the key that is not just in analyzing this for Twitch terms of service, but also broader for the law, is that you can make a physical threat. You can make a threat or try to intimidate somebody with even a fake weapon, with a fake knife, with a fake gun, with a fake bomb. If you were going to try to hijack a plane and you attempted that with a fake gun, it would not be material in terms of your defense. You would not be able to say, oh, but, well, it was fake, so I couldn't do it all along. You know, when you get caught and arrested and thrown in jail, you don't get off because, oh, it was fake. No, you would leave a reason.
But it causes nothing. But it causes nothing. You're still going to prison for it.
still caused the terror, you made people afraid, you caused unrest, and maybe there was no danger, but that doesn't matter at that point. And it's pretty much similar to the case with Hassan here. That viewer could have thought that their life is in danger. They don't really know if it's real or not. So the defense just doesn't hold up at all. Hassan Blazer was in shambles after this. The legal mindset points out that he actually paired doxing with brandishing a weapon, which could be illegal in some places.
Once again, brandishing the weapon, flaring it around. Obviously, there's a point to this. Obviously, there's an individual this is directed at. This is something that's not really ambiguous.
What's messed up is the person that he directed it at wasn't even the person that did it. They just randomly picked some random person.
Intention. So now you've paired, so you've linked up brandishing a weapon, what appears to be a real weapon, whether or not it is, whether it's an airsoft or whether it's fake. You've paired up brandishing a weapon with doxing, which is revealing their private information, which, by the way, in certain jurisdictions, in certain places in the world, is illegal. So you've done two things.
Yeah, that's not very smart of you. He's not very smart. Look, man. Yeah, like right here it itches for some reason. I don't even have no hair there. I don't know why it itches. It's crazy because you can see where, like, my hair's growing back up here, but it's not growing anywhere around here. So that my chemo's really messed with my hair. Like, it's not growing anywhere really right around here. It's crazy. May never grow back.
Which are potentially illegal. There's the brandishing, the threats, the intimidation, and then you've got the doxing, right? So you've got two separate things you're now doing together. So that this is combining to make it even worse.
But he did the same thing as Charlie. It is only similar if you literally look at them and go, well, both of them had a gun. Literally the most copium shit ever. He's literally showing the guy and flaunting his weapon in response to a hate comment, trying to get his fans to go after them, scouring through his socials, trying to find out exactly who he is, in the process hurting random other people. It is just not okay in any circumstances, and I'm pretty sure the guy who he doxed has a case against him, especially because he didn't even type the damn hate comment. Then after this, he talks about how Twitch needs to take action or they might be cooked on this.
Because now they've got to decide what they're going to do with Hassan, and in the past, they've only given him slaps on the wrist. That is, they've given him 1 day or 24-hour bans or sometimes 12-hour bans, and that's been all they've done with him. But now we've got a serious problem because we've got a situation in which if he is not banned for this, this opens up this behavior for others. So it opens up this behavior
I like crackers
for
too.
other people.
Crackers with cheese and meat.
What appears to be real weapons, knives, bombs, and dox people, threaten them.
I mean, that is exactly
saltines
the
and
here.
oyster
this
crackers.
Is what happens when you don't punish people.
I was like feeding birds oyster crackers, but then I found out that that's not good.
And then they just start
I didn't know
escalating and
that.
escalating. And then we got people like Mike from PA who brazenly do the shit, and like it's 10 times worse. They just go after 4 different people. They're putting bounties on people. They say on site. Okay, the worst part is that Twitch is not just people sitting at home. a large chunk of Twitch is actually people IRL streaming. And the thing is, what happens if you do this in public? If you pull out a gun in public, real or fake, and you start brandishing it on random people, now granted the context is a little bit different, but people might start thinking that is okay if you let this sort of behavior slide. Like, oh, one of the biggest streamers did it, why can't I do it? And that is actually going to start happening when people like Hasan are not being banned for things that are openly in violation of TOS. Terrorist support, for example, aiding them by spreading their propaganda and lies, literally illegal activities. And I feel like the only reason people like Hasan or others get away with putting literal bounties on people is that because the victims have not decided to sue. They would have
there needs to be somebody that presses charges on Hasan, because like the guy that he did this to, who wasn't even the guy that did it, he should definitely get in trouble for that. That guy should definitely take him to court. He probably won't, but he definitely should.
absolutely wonderful case against them, but unfortunately, people don't have the time, energy, or money to go through the headache of the legal process. Unless you're Ethan Klein, of course. He will take that shit to court. So it really is just this massive house of cards that is about to crumble down. And if Twitch has any hope of surviving, they need to take action immediately or they are going to get completely cooked. And by take action, we don't mean 24-hour ban on his literal day off. That is not called taking action. It needs to be a proportional response. At this point, it should be like a permanent ban, not gonna lie. Then Legal Mindset talks about some of the other lawsuits that could be brought up against Twitch.
But you open yourself up to illegal consequences as well. There are arguments in terms of breaching the contract between the creator and the platform, in terms of banning somebody for one type of behavior, whereas you don't ban somebody for another. So you don't ban Hasan for this, but let's say another creator is banned for this. Well, there might be a cause of action open up there. Now, there's a lot of challenges with that. That's a difficult one. But one that's even more interesting, and one that is really untested, and in fact, there may be many people looking to test this, is a consumer type action under a private right of action. Every state has their consumer laws, and those laws are sometimes very, very strong. And one thing they protect against is unfair and deceptive practices. And it indeed is a very strong case to say it is an unfair and deceptive practice to benefit some people while punishing others. Because this bias, this, for example, Hasan bias, is not disclosed anywhere. It's not given out in the terms of service. When you read the terms of service, nowhere does it say everyone will be punished except for Hasan Piker. Everyone will be banned except for Hasan Piker.
Went to the store. What'd you get at the store?
If you want to be more broad, everyone will be banned except people who share Hasan Piker's political.
A Godzilla toy?
Andrew,
Okay.
Are you telling me I didn't put that in the terms of service? I actually meant to. This is a Hasan Glazer platform. My bad. In fact, I'm gonna throw Hasan a birthday party tonight. He's invited along with all of his Diddy cronies. Anyways, I hear Diddy's court case is going well. Guess we're in the clear too. Dan, what the heck, man? No, but the bias is actually crazy. It is completely evident. It is open and shut. Tectone banned for calling Frogan fat. Hasan not banned for calling someone a skinny bitch. What is the difference? E-Rob banned for threatening a viewer. Hasan not banned for threatening a viewer. By the way, E-Rob did not pull out a gun. He literally just said he's gonna punch them or something. It's just so obvious. The bias is so clear. And it doesn't really help Dan admitting that he literally has Hasan as his favorite streamer. He wishes him happy birthday. He agrees with what he says and does. It's just such a watch. And I can't wait. I can't wait till somebody sues these losers into the ground, bro. Twitch deserves all of this. Then he brings up a really good point. He talks about how people will be fooled into thinking this stuff is okay, but then they end up getting banned for it because Twitch obviously doesn't enforce their TOS equally, and then they will have a case against Twitch.
By lulling them into a belief that they can stream on your platform safely and do what they want, just like Hasan, but then they're ultimately punished. And they're punished for a much longer period of time. They're losing a much larger slice of revenue, memberships, subscriptions, etc., affiliate deals than Hassan. So you're able to point to that and say, I have damages because I am being banned for 7x, 10x, 30x, way longer
That's a lot of
than
hearts.
Hassan, and I can bring this private cause of action for an unfair and deceptive practice on the part of Twitch. And there's a lot of folks that may be opened up for that. Real big problem, and would be even a bigger problem if there was a real incident where somebody got into an altercation where there was a threat made like Hassan, and then somebody responded with force.
Oh yeah, that shit could totally happen in an IRL streaming context, as I pointed out. If they think, okay, Hassan did it, so I can do it, and they make the dumb mistake of pulling that shit out in public, everyone's going to be pointing to Twitch. They will point to this incident as the reason that they thought it was allowed as well. And at this point, there needs to be like a class action lawsuit or something, a group of people coming together for all of the lost revenue from all the false bans, all of the damages that people have sustained for being unfairly banned from these platforms. But I don't know, Twitch seems like they will literally burn in hell rather than ever sell out Hassan. They are attached at the hip at this point. And we know that Hassan's billionaire dad has a lot of influence, so maybe he's just holding everybody hostage.
What do I see them doing? Got to do something against Hassan. Hopefully they give him a longer term ban, more than just 24 hours. But unfortunately, Twitch has been known to be very light on its favorite golden boy.
They're literally just going to give him a ban on his day off and say that, hey guys, we banned him. Literally a free vacation. Unless people literally start emailing Amazon and going after advertisers, this stuff just isn't going to stop. And unfortunately, all of the good creators on Twitch will also be affected in the crossfire. I'm feeling like there's going to be some sort of an adpocalypse coming up. Basically, people will start getting increasingly frustrated with stuff like this happening. They will go after the advertisers and Amazon, and they obviously don't want any bad PR, so they're going to start taking drastic measures. Everyone will get banned. Everybody will suffer because Twitch simply refuses to hold them accountable for anything. Hi, Hassan, when are you going to vacation tomorrow? Okay, we'll do it then. Take care. Leave your pillow behind. Sorry, the spirit of Dan just took over for a sec. Now, Hassan responded, but first let's check out...
Yeah, I agree. If it's only going to be why he's away for his one day that he takes the day off, and that's the day they're going to ban him, that's not really a ban, and they know it ain't a ban because he was going to take that day off anyway.
Some updates on the Hassan orbiters. Basically, here's where they are at. We got 4137.33. In the past 48 hours, total donations received for the Ethan Klein Defense Fund. Caseytron 259, Frogan 160, Denims 151. Denims has received $10 in the last 12 hours. Basically, the donations have completely stagnated, and it seems they're just not going to reach their goal at all. They couldn't even raise half the amount they asked for, half the amount needed for the lawsuit. So yeah, they're just completely cooked now. The initial sort of hype, all that like rage baiting on Twitter, lying about Ethan and basically anyone that supports him, that worked for a little bit, and you got a few donations, but it's just not nearly enough. And I guess, Hassan, it's time to open up that wallet, boy. Moving on to Caseytron. Right, so last time we talked about how she was getting married outside a Walmart, and she was basically doing her usual stick, calling everybody incels, and like saying her man is a big, strong man. Also, somebody pointed this out, but there was like a Grindr notification sound that played.
Oh.
I don't know where that came from, but Casey, you might have to double check your mans. Also, what an absolute sucker that got roped into paying for her lawsuit. Absolute idiot. Anyways, here's what she's been up to. Caseytron is apparently watching a movie. Caseytron is currently doing a fundraising stream for a copyright infringement lawsuut by watching a movie. Copyright infringement lawsuit. Or watching a movie. You can't make this shit up. What the actual app is going on on Twitch. I see old man is asleep at the wheel, lol. And here we have her actually watching a movie. Absolutely shameless. I think she knows she's cooked, bro. Universal, you got an idiot already being sued for copyright. Literally doing the same thing to y'all. She's making thousands of dollars. Bro, she gets sued by Universal. Her entire family is gone bankrupt at that point. Raising money by committing massive copyright infringement. The amount of retardation in PC. Only Caseytron could be this level of fucking stupid. Violating copyright again.
Literally,
sued for
you can't play a movie on your YouTube or your Twitch or your Kick channel and watch it. Like, there's no even doing commentary to the movie. That's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Copyright. One minute, I would never spend a cent of ego funding my defense on anything. So ain't earning no money. You've literally been a bum for 10 years, and now you're crying how miserable he is, despite having zero actual real problems. I mean, how is this acting miserable? He's literally just making fun of you. Here's the crazy fact: you can completely shit on it, and I still find time to shit on you guys. It's efficiency, you know?
Well, somebody's gonna share people, so we here to listen to you share people.
Corey, I got a great candidate for you. Mike here. Honestly, the way he's boasting about you is absolutely horrible for his case. I'm surprised the attorney hasn't told him to shut the fuck up. Drew, you're talking about Casey. She doesn't have an attorney. Just the longest speaking quick, everyone pay attention. All that money and another drop of semi-glutude inside. Be big. I don't think it's compliment. By the way, this is Gromp. Your name is Gromp. I don't know which Gromp this is referring to. If this is the Gromp from League of Legends, it's supposed to be like this fat blob monster. Anyway, since she continued crying, today was a rough day. The non-stop brigading on all of my socials. This meme campaign started by Bad Faith Incel. There we go. There we go. She's an addict. She cannot make a single.
Yes, everything's at Incel.
Bad Faith Incel cult community to be immediately laundered by smart subreddits. Karai men wouldn't last a day being a woman in this manosphere incel hellscape. Lord save me. And then she just posted a picture of her, like, did you get evicted or something? What the heck is this? She's in an orange. You got her
Looks like you're going to jail already. Shit, you getting ready already?
legal defense. You might not be dead for the rest of your life. Oh my god, that's brutal. Just smoke another blunt. Fine, then smoke another one. That's what you do, right? We need a financial audit. We need to